Well, welcome back. New York Times publisher Arthur Sulzberger Jr. issuing an unprecedented, apology, writing in a letter to subscribers, and we quote, "As we reflect on this week's momentous result and the months of reporting and polling that preceded it, we aim to rededicate, is a key word, ourselves to the fundamental mission of the Times journalism. We cannot deliver the independent, original journalism for which we are known without the loyalty of our subscribers."
Yeah, but after turning a blind eye to the reality of the election, is this mea culpa too little, too late?
Well, joining us now to weigh in from the Media Research Center is Richard Noyes. Nice to see you this morning, Rich. And, you know, I have to say, we posted this earlier, and a lot of people, our viewers this morning, saying that's not an apology. It's just basically saying, well, we're just going to, try harder.
Yeah, you got to admit what you've done wrong if you're going to try to get it right in the future. And I think what the Times did wrong was not just predicting the election wrong, but they tried to influence the election every step of the way with hit piece after hit piece on Donald Trump. And that was missing the mood of the voters, but it was also trying to tamper with the election.
Yeah, the big takeaway from this election was the American people giving the middle finger to the establishment, to the media elite, as you could call the New York Times. And it seems like they've had an attitude, right? The New York Times acting as if they knew better than the American people. They knew what was going to happen, and much to their surprise, they were wrong.
Right. I think they decided on a narrative early on in this election that Donald Trump was unfit, unworthy to be president. Hillary Clinton was the only choice. So all of their coverage was designed to prove their prejudice about this election. You know, when they would interview Trump people out, Trump supporters at these rallies, it was to show them being kooky people, as opposed to really trying to figure out what was going on, what was motivating them, what were the economic issues that had been unaddressed in the last 8 years that would make them go this way. And I think, they just, choosing the conclusion first and then reporting to fill in the gaps is biased reporting, and it made them really miss the political story of the decade.
Very much so, and it doesn't count as an apology if in that same letter you say, we thought we were fair throughout the entire election. But you know what they suffer from is their bottom line. They're a business, they've got to make money, and they're not making it. They've been hearing from their readers. Here's a letter from a New York Times reader, Nick Crawford from Plymouth, Michigan. He wrote, "Perhaps the election result would not be such a surprise if your reporting had acknowledged what ordinary Americans care about, rather than pushing the limited agenda of your editors. Please come down from your New York City skyscraper and join the rest of us." I think Nick speaks for a lot of people.
I think he does, and I think it's also not just the New York Times. There's ABC, CBS, NBC. A lot of these liberal New York-based media outlets were blindsided by this election. They tried to influence it in a way to help Hillary Clinton, and they're all losers in this election.
Yeah, well, Tuesday was a huge wake-up call. Sure, and if it wasn't, then it needs to be.
We'll see if it will be, really. It's a challenge. You can't just turn off the progressive switch when you've got an agenda. We'll see how they do it.
If it was too little too late. All right, good to see you this morning.
Thank you.
Rich.
Thanks.